Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to Dr. Sufyan and my fellow friends. My name is Hanis Nazwa binti Ismail with the metric number of 206856. What I would like to present to you today is smile therapy. Have you ever been in a situation where we keep saying things like, "This is stressful" or "I am stressed," especially when we have a lot to do and think about? Moreover, we are already in week 14 where a lot of assignments we must complete it before it's due. Me, as a student, cannot prevent this stress as it is a normal human reaction that happens to everyone. Thus, I did its own research to overcome it, and I found myself very fascinated by one simple yet powerful tool that we all possess. This tool or this habit can help us be happier, healthier, and it is something that we all born with. It is literally a tool that is right underneath our nose. Exactly, I am talking about a smile. Without further ado, let me begin my presentation today. In this topic, I divided into three parts, which introduction, where I will introduce the types of smiles and the definition of smile therapy itself. Continue with the positive effects of smile therapy, and I will end with the unique ways to practice in smiling more. You might be surprised to know that there are over a dozen of smiles that people use in a daily life, and they all have their own meanings. All this time, we only know that we smile when we in happy or in a good mood. However, smile can be created in various situations. There are 10 different types of smiles, which first is a Duchenne smile. It is named after French neurologist, which is Guillaume Duchenne de Boulogne. This is the most genuine smile that you give when you reunite with a loved one. Next is forced smile, uncomfortable smile, followed with polite smile, sarcastic smile, ingenuine smile, seductive smile, dominant smile, embarrassed smile, and lastly is wistful smile. However, I would like to emphasize more about other type of smile which can be considered as rare. First is consensual smile, which is the most common type of smile. In fact, about two-thirds of people having this type of smile, and so it is often thought as a normal smile. In this type of smile, the corner of your mouth rise first. They angle outward and upward. This smile style is very common among celebrities. For example, the iconic smile of Audrey Hepburn. Next, the roguish cupid smile. This type of smile differs from the commercial smile because the movement of the lips starts by going sideways and the lips begin to lift in the middle of the mouth with muscle directly over the cupid lifting the upper lips. In this smile, the center of the mouth often remains equal to or even higher than the corners of the smile. Tom Cruise can be an example for this type of smile. Third is the charismatic complex smile. It's the most complex smile style and the rarest that found in only about 2% of people naturally. A complex smile combines the movement in both the other smile styles and adds to it a simultaneously lowering of the lower lip. This results in a much more extensive display of teeth than in the other smile styles. The most recognizable example of complex smile is Marilyn Monroe. Let me come back to the main part, which is the definition of smart therapy. Smart therapy is defined as the way to leverage or take an advantage the power of a smart that can influence the physical and mental health. Let's now move on to the next part, which is the positive effects of smart therapy. People say laughter is the best medicine, but sometimes just a smile will do. Studies show that putting a smile on your face giving the benefits to psychological and physical health. When we smile, our brain releases neuropeptides that drive away stress. Our brain also releases happy hormones such as dopamine, endorphin, oxytocin, and serotonin. When we smile, we flex certain muscles in our face. This movement tells our brain that we are smiling, which in turn initiates the release of endorphins. This is known as the facial feedback hypothesis. The endorphins also work as natural painkillers, which can improve our pain endurance, while the serotonin can improve our mood. As I mentioned earlier, smiling signals to our brain to release endorphins. It also tells the brain to release neuropeptides, which is the tiny proteins that can help lessen the stress. A study conducted by psychological scientists at the University of Kansas found that smiling during stresses can help to reduce the intensity of the body's stress response. Anxiety and stress can feel similar and sometimes go hand in hand. Anxiety can trigger stress, just like stress can cause anxiety. As I mentioned, smiling can help reduce stress levels. So, we can assume smiling can also help relieve anxiety. Stress can increase the heart rate and rising the blood pressure. Just like smiling can help lower stress levels, smiling can also help lower the blood pressure. Smiling and laughing initially increases the heart rate, but then it will relaxes the muscle and eventually decreases the heart rate and blood pressure. Since smiling can reduce blood pressure, adding a smile or two to your day could improve your heart health and put you at less risk of developing heart disease. Smiling isn't just an expression you can wear, but a way to improve your overall health. Next, smiling can help in boosting our mood. Typically, when we are happy, we smile, and when we are sad, we frown. These actions are directly related to the corresponding emotion. Some studies suggest that the physical act of smiling can trick your brain into thinking that you are happy. So, next time when you are feeling down, crack a smile and monitor your state of mind. You may notice a lift in your mood. The last effect is strengthening the immune system. With the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, strengthening one's immune system has been at the forefront of a lot of people's mind. In addition to that, laughter and positive thinking increase the immune response, allowing us to be less prone to diseases. Humor, which often leads with a smile, can raise level of immune cells and boost infection-fighting antibodies. Smiling isn't always easy. Hence, there are several unique ways to add more smiles to your day by practicing some techniques. Firstly, practice gratitude in the morning. Instead of checking your work email or snoozing alarm each morning, count all the things that you are grateful for. You can do this while brushing your teeth, while in the shower, or you can write it down in a gratitude journal. Secondly, spend more time in nature. Spending time outside can enhance your well being, your mood, and your livelihood of smiling. Make it a habit to go on a short walk each day or enjoy your morning coffee outside. Thirdly, do one good things for yourself or others every day. Self-care and helping others are one of the most rewarding ways to put a smile on your face. Next, read or watch something funny. They say you are what you eat, and that includes the media you consume. Try to spend time on watching comedy movies with friends and family in the weekend. Lastly, remind yourself to smile. Leave a reminder for yourself to smile more. It can be a magnet on your refrigerator, a note on your desk while you are studying, or even an image on your phone background. Ladies and gentlemen, I am approaching to the end of my presentation. But before that, I want to highlight back the main topics which smiling can give a positive effect to physical and mental health. It releases endorphin from our brain to alleviate stress and relieve anxiety, reduces the blood pressure and risk of heart disease, boosting our mood and also strengthening the immune system. Thus, there are no excuses when it comes to loving ourselves. I would love to share a simple quote yet related to my topic today from Douglas Horton, which smile is a free therapy. Thank you for listening.